Oh, with women buying Rocher chocolates. They like that, yeah.
Oh, this guy's dancing on the table. What the hell?
Yeah.
He's
He
doing
should
a full,
do. Is he going to do? Is he
doing
going to
the
do?
hip
Is he
thing.
going to do a full? Is he going to do a full montage?
I don't know, but Chapel Street is hotting up. People are getting excited. This guy's got the torchlight out and now shining it. Is it a torchlight? What is it? Tiny little. Oh no. Oh, it's his flash on his phone. But people are getting funky. They are looking to turn up the energy dial and have some improvised social moments. Oh, these two are hip and shoulder. Hip hip hooray. What do you think? You want to get out there and brush shoulders with the stars?
Ooh, I don't know. Watch out for rappers. That's up here. I was in New York in 2007. I was walking with my brother, sister-in-law, and their son, and we're looking for direction, for directions. And I went up without thinking. These guys were rapping, these black rappers, and I went up to them to ask, and my brother called out to me, "What are you doing? You're going up to
whereabouts was it? This rappers?
It was in New York.
Oh, New York. Right.
In New York.
Oh, and they were just making some music, were they?
Making some music. And my brother was kind of smart. He said to me, "Listen, you shouldn't go. You're going up to rappers. You're asking. Right. You're going to be asking."
Well, it depends where you are. I mean, I was in Harlem for a while, and I could certainly say that if you were a local, you would immediately realise some people are just like, well, that's not where I should be, because they just don't speak the same language. Or they think the possibility of an altercation could occur. Yeah. Certainly some places like that at night time. I
just didn't think. I think all I'm doing is going up asking directions. I'm not asking to for a social. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he knew more than you about those people. I don't know.
Oh, he probably did. Probably he's more street. But he is a bit more streetwise than me. He's probably not. And I mean. Even, when we were on the subway, about 10 years, almost 10 years ago, well, you know how they sit opposite and people see, and I was sitting on the subway, and he was with his wife and son, and I was dozing off. I was sort of going to sleep, and my brother was saying to me, Don't do that. You should. If you can't go to sleep. If you go to sleep,
was it just during the day and you were feeling exceptionally tired?
Maybe I can't remember. Was it the day or was it the evening? I can't remember. But the thing is, he said,
don't fall asleep on the train.
Because if you fall asleep on the train, you can become an easy target to be mugged.
And what decade was that?
That was about 2013. I mean, it was probably right. I mean, I didn't realize. I mean, here you can go to sleep on the train. You can go. No one thinks. But in New York, I think it's a different story.
Yeah. Well. I don't know.
Yes, New York. It's a bit like that. Well, not like Brazil.
It changes.
But you have to keep your wits in New York.
What I mean is
wits about you.
Yeah. What I mean is the changes from time. Like New York in the 80s or New York in the what you said 2013 or whatever. It's things change quick. Like in South America, that they could change very quickly. Their political sort of stability can be all over the place. And your community and how people behave, they changes rapidly. Like, what's a place that was safe, becomes a bit saucy.
So it doesn't make so here, but whereas here which places are safe, and they usually stay safe for a long time.
This is very stable here. We're very stable in Melbourne, Australia. This is it. Oh. Still taking over the street.
Yeah.
It is funny to watch, though.
Yeah, well.
It is funny just to be in the car and watching these people who are having, I don't know, it's a party street.
Oh yeah,
They're having some drinks, there's be definitely some flirtatious energy in the air. Dare I say? Like even though it's cold, the women are like wearing very revealing clothes in cold weather. You're like, if they're that desperate to, be seen sexually, they must have something on their minds. And the guys definitely have something on their minds. I can.
Well, they were hoping they would dance with her, and that would build up to what to a relationship where he.
It's a courtship. It's a dance of the unconscious trying to unite.
Yeah.
So what's on for you? Are you gonna have you got some positive plans? Something to feel good about?
Tonight to go home. Well, probably I'll go home, and I don't know. I'll do what I'm to do. I'll turn on to see if there's any good mood or something. Something to kind of take my mind off the outside. And try and wind down and go to sleep.
I was going to say about winding down. Is the pillow working for you? You got to have some. You're worried about your pillow for a while.
I was working as best as it could. I mean, it's,
But you're certain that pillow you slept on that night was the answer to all your sleeping problems.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing pillow.
I'm just going to turn the car on for a second. Turn the lights down. Put the heater on.
But there wouldn't be anything too entertaining here, because not like in Brazil. In Brazil, in Australia, it can get really
Well, for a start, it's warm.
It's warm, yeah.
For a start, it's very nice and warm. There's a lot more outdoor places. You can just sit outdoors on some plastic chairs. And no one's worried about, like, are you going to break something? They're all just like these cheap plastic chairs. And someone's drinking a beer, and someone's probably snorting some coke somewhere out the back in the bathroom. And I'm sure there's some joint smokers around. 3MBS has gone very fluffy land on us. But Brazil's...
You gotta be careful with the coke. The coke can take you to,
Well, everyone makes their choices, but I think the people who have, whether they've chosen to or not, to live in Brazil, in Rio, certainly a different lifestyle from here. I think it's a healthier and happier one, really.
Well,
Definitely healthier and happier. Well, except for like what you're going to say, if you make some choices about unhealthy decisions, such as snorting too much coke, or becoming a thief, or a blah 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 blah, or in the drug gang, or just drinking too much alcohol, that could be bad for you.
could be.
Or eating too much and never exercising, but there's not that many people like that in Rio. Here there is. What are these people up to? Running through the mob now. This one guy is getting particularly excited.
Did I tell you this
Mr. Green guy, Mr. Green and White.
There's one guy down at the drum circle I met. I forget his name. He's told me that he's even worse than I was. He has this obsession about getting naked.
Who has?
This guy down at the drum circle.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got the same obsession. He wants to go to one of those nudist camps.
But more than he does it in the street. He does it. He can do it on the street. He does it on the. He does
What?
it.
He risks getting a.
He has been
erected.
arrested.
Or elected.
He has been arrested by police.
Wow. Okay.
And as one thing, at least in my world, though, at least I understood not that with the police. At least I had some, but this guy is even more. He's He's really obsessive, but he's really got something
How
primal.
old's this guy?
He's about early 20s.
And he really he loves his early 20s, and he's
18, yeah.
is he a
18,
good-looking guy?
Oh, he's
'Cause
got
for
a
someone who
big-
wants-
he looks, and he doesn't look anything
Because
out of the. Yeah.
someone who wants to get nude all the time, like, and then when you said 20, I was like, well, you know, I can imagine someone who's old, you know, becoming a nudist or whatever. But a 20-year-old, and if he's, you know, and if he's good looking, then
He's quite good looking, yeah.
I don't know what that would. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. Because I think what I was thinking of is if he was like really quite unattractive, maybe it was a call of desperation, you know, like he's just like, you know, I'm so horny that I want to take all my clothes off. Why isn't anyone, you know, screwing with me? Whereas if he's good looking, then that kind of almost, I don't understand. What does that mean? Like but he's obviously, it's an obvious sincere obsession he has with nudity. Or not nudity, but him himself being nude.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
very sensual, he's very into himself.
There are a number of nudist places in Melbourne, you know. You know, I mean, you've taught me that.
Yeah, he could.
I remember that one we went to in Clifton Hill. Fuck, that was.
It's almost
Oh,
like
it's-
that guy's having a sexual experience
Who was?
with himself. That guy, yeah.
Which
that guy?
guy?
Who wanted to get naked.
In the
that guy,
green?
yeah.
The one
not,
dancing?
not that one, but
Which
the one
guy?
I was telling you about.
Oh,
The one, yeah.
so he goes to the drum circle.
Yeah, he goes sometimes. Some goes to the drum circle, and he's.
How's the hit, by the way? Are you feeling a bit like, wow, what's going on?
Oh yeah, I have a little bit. I feel a bit, you know.
Do you want more?
I suppose, you know, Saturday.
Don't get too. If you get like, remember last time when we couldn't. Remember that, and you couldn't
Yeah.
get in the car.
Oh, right.
Don't get that. Do you reckon you could handle a little bit more? Would you be happier with a little bit more? Are you happy where you are? Because I'm pretty happy where I am. But by all means, as Oliver said, please, sir, I'd like some more. No,
Just go light,
go
yeah.
light.
Go light, I think.
Oh,
Just-
police! The police there. Put it down for a second.
All right.
You know, I don't want any unwanted attention. We're just trying to have a nice evening, officer. Don't know why I become American all of a sudden.
Oh, you know what they call that guy who got arrested for being naked? They call it American indecent exposure.
Who got arrested?
No, that guy was telling
Oh,
me.
he got arrested in America, did he?
He got arrested for being naked. You know, and
Oh, well-
he's even gotten violent to police that have arrested him. You know, it's kind of like, you know,
Imagine
it's
that
my
coming
right.
at-
It's
imagine
my
that-
right to be naked. Yeah.
Imagine that coming at you. You know, violence from a nude man.
Dude, well, did you hear what this Aussie did? He went in Indonesia, in this ultra-religious area. He started running naked, and he started hitting people.
What?
And-
What? Was he out of his skulls?
He was completely out of his. He had some vodka. He said it was because
Whoa.
he drank vodka.
Whoa! It must have been like 90% vodka.
Yeah, I think so. And then, you know,
Oh, sorry. Here we go.
yeah.
Is there anything in there? I don't know. I need to put more in there. But hang on a second. You didn't get much, I don't think. You alright? Hang on a second. Well, my car is gonna smell like a dope dealer now. Well, not a dope dealer, just it smell like Cheech and Chong. Did you want another?
Oh.
I'm almost. don't make the car cold or anything, but at the same time, nice